to UFC on PS4. Now, I think I left the commentators on, so I'm gonna need to... Actually, let's fight at the Bell Center in Canada. I need to turn the commentators off. Where is the audio? That would help. Broadcast. I need the commentary to be off. So how do you... No, I don't want to use preset. Oh, okay, there we go. Whatever, that's fine. We'll make it just like Fight Night, and we'll make it just like real life, no crowd. Sure. Alright. Don't tell me I lost the tournament. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to make it again, aren't I? Oh, that's annoying. Alright. Hold on, I'm going to have to try to remember what they were. I'll be back. I'm gonna try to do this off my memory. I used Siri to help me create the matches. I did it completely randomly. I believe the first fight was Ben versus Ryan Valancourt, and I believe Ben had the red corner. Yep. I believe the second fight was, yes, Ryan and Brandon, and I believe Brandon had the red corner. No, it was Ryan that had the red corner, I believe. Ryan had the red corner. I wish it went faster. Big Nog and Little Nog's names are literally the same thing. The next fight was Owen versus John, and I believe Owen had the red corner. And me versus Matt, and I had the red corner. Matt's favorite guy. Up on the screen. All right. The first fight of UFC Fight Night 2.0, aka UFC on PS4. Ben Billings versus Ryan Valancourt. Ben, the submission specialist. Ryan, the all-around great mixed martial artist. We are on accelerated clock, 3-round fights. And I have a way to make this look a little more interesting when the time comes. No intros or anything. Let's just watch the fight.
You ready? Let's go. Come on. Okay, let's go.
And they touch gloves to start it off. Good uppercut to start from Ben. I probably should have turned the corners off, but whatever. Ben shoots for a takedown, doesn't quite get it. As Ryan throws an overhand, not an overhand, and a straight hand. Good leg kick. Both men trade kicks. Like I was saying, accelerated clocks, so there's a little bit more action, although it doesn't really seem like it right now, but I swear. We are in the Bell Center in Canada. Overhand just misses. Oh, good hook kick from Ryan Valancourt. Oh, overhand just misses clean as Ben takes Ryan down out of desperation. This could be really dangerous for Ryan, but you can't underestimate him on the ground, as you know he's known to be able to pull some things off. Ben has a very wide arsenal of a very versatile arsenal of submissions, though. So Ryan just needs to be careful of every single way that Ben can finish him on the ground. Ben's also sporting the ankle tape, just like in the old fight night. Already 2 minutes left to go in round number 1. Oh, Ben's got a Kimura. I don't know how tight it looks, but it does look pretty tight, actually. Ryan doesn't seem like he's going to be able to get out of this one. And it's going to be an early finish for Ben Billings, as he does what everybody thought he would and submits Ryan Valancourt early in round number 1, although it did look really promising for Ryan early on the feet. It's just a matter of that one takedown.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 28 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to a Kimura. Prime time!
As you can see, prime time, aka Ben Billings, gets the nod in the first fight of the night. As we are already on our way to fight number 2 of the first round.
Y'all already know the guy gotta talk every single time I come here. No, I gotta do it. Yes, I gotta do it. And I gotta kill him and I gotta hit him. Just in the one. Gotta be them stupid. Only got 41 seconds just to get
Ryan McDonald and Brandon Hager. This should be a pretty decent fight, honestly. These two have clashed before.
You ready? You ready? Let's go fight.
It's your time. Focus. Twinkle toes.
Oh, Ryan out the gate with a few good taps. Good front kick by Brandon Hager. Wasn't sure how tall Ryan was, so I put him at 5'10". And I know at one point someone said, because I looked in the group chat and I didn't see the weight, I'm pretty sure I put him down as 205, because I'm pretty sure that that's what Ryan said before. Good knee to the body. Everybody knows Ryan's a very heavy-handed fighter. He has the Derek Lewis posture, who hits real hard. Brandon Hager and Ryan McDonald, both the last two fighters I created just like an hour ago. I believe actually I'm not sure. I don't know who Brandon has as a posture. I don't really know why Brandon's fighting out of a southpaw stance right now, as Ryan gets a nice takedown. Brandon tries to muscle his way up, but Ryan won't let him. And Ryan will let him stand up now. I don't know why Brandon's fighting in southpaw right now. I really don't. He's not a southpaw, but I mean, hey, whatever floats his boat, I guess. Brandon's looking very sharp, very fresh, as he goes for a takedown of Ryan McDonald and gets it. Wow, very impressive. This looks a little too close in height, so I'm probably going to put Ryan at 5'11". Oh, big hit from Ryan McDonald. Brandon's wobbled, but he recovers quickly. Ryan's corner telling him to go for the finish early in round one. Superman jab from Brandon Hager. Ooh, big shot from Ryan. Brandon was wobbled, but he recovers quickly again. Oh, another big shot from Ryan McDonald. Brandon is hurt. He manages to survive the first round.
You ready? Round two, let's go.
Brandon comes right out of the first round swinging. Ryan gets Brandon knocked down. Ryan looking to do some damage. This is where he thrives. Brandon can keep him down. It could be good for him as he reverses Ryan. Brandon looking to do some work on top of Ryan. Brandon does a good job slipping punches. I really don't know why Brandon's fighting in southpaw. I honestly don't. I don't have him as a southpaw, but I'm gonna have to fix that unless he's, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out. Both men trading shots from the ground. Brandon's chances on the ground are going to be from the top. Ryan will dominate Brandon on top if he gets there. Brandon is not gonna be having a lot of success off his back in this fight. As you can see, there's a cut on Ryan's left eye that seems to be bleeding, and there's some swelling right under Brandon's right eye. Oh, big uppercut lands, and Brandon is wobbled, but he seems to recover quickly again. Great heart and a tough granite chin from Brandon Hager. Oh, actually, I think I gave... Oh, goes for a cartwheel kick and gets tripped. I think I actually gave Brandon Stephen Thompson's. Oh my goodness, Brandon's hurt once again. Ryan's corner once again calling for the finish. Brandon doing as much as he can to get Ryan off of him. Pretty good fight so far as Ryan lands on Brandon again. If it was any other fighter, maybe besides myself, Ryan would have knocked him out by now as he gets Brandon up against the cage. And that is the end of the fight. Brandon gets knocked out by Ryan McDonald in round 2. As that cut drips down his face, he stands in the center of the octagon and looks up into the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 27 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, lights out.
Lights Out, aka Ryan McDonald, gets the nod in round 1 and will face off against Ben Billings in round 2. An interesting stylistic matchup as Ben is great on the ground and Ryan, if he lands on Ben, might do some serious damage early on before Ben even has a chance to get to the ground. Our next fight is a fan favorite, as this seems to have happened at least 400 times in Fight Night history. Owen Valancourt versus John Jordan. Owen looking for a little bit of revenge as his last fight night wasn't too great. His last run, just like myself, a few strings of losses, looking to turn that around as John had some mild success. Both men can pack some power in a punch, but what we're looking for here, just like in the old Fight Night, is John's ability with the roundhouse kick. Will Owen be able to take a roundhouse kick right on the chin if it lands, as John lands some good ground and pound early. John in his camp has been really working in the takedown. He's been doing a lot of work trying to get his fighters to the ground, or his opponents to the ground, as he doubles up on a spinning back fist. Good work on the feet from both men as John shoots for a takedown, fails, and then fails a second time. This is what I mean when I say that John's been shooting for a lot of takedowns in his camp. Oh, big uppercut from Owen Valancourt. Has John stunned. A Superman punch. Doesn't land. And Owen denies another takedown. Another big uppercut. Just barely lands cleanly. A big overhand. Ooh, and John with the double leg takedown. Owen trying to get positioning. John trying to throw his hands directly onto the mat. And Owen gets up. John shoots again for a takedown, trying to drag Owen to the ground, but Owen won't let him. Hello to whoever joined. And Owen gets the double leg. This is something you don't see very often. Owen has some pretty decent grappling, but he never chooses to use it as much as he should. When John looks to flatten Owen out, but he can't. 30 seconds left in round 1. In his full guard now, this is where Owen needs to keep him for the rest of the round. And the rest of the fight if he wants to play it safe. Needs to lock those legs in. And that's the end of round 1. Pretty close fight, but I'd give the first round nod to Owen as he did have an uppercut that landed that stunned John. What a nice big roundhouse from Owen. And a front kick in retaliation by John. Oh! Ducking roundhouse gets Owen staggered. That's what I'm talking about. The big kick to the head is what really scares all of John's opponents. And that instantly staggered Owen, and it does again! John looking for redemption in round 2. Oh! And Owen with a big combination that gets John onto the mat! As he rises up against the cage, he's on his feet again. They're now in the clinch. Owen has double underhooks. As the cage rattles, Owen's shooting some body shots. Pushes him back up against the cage, looking for positioning, and he throws him off. As he wants to do some more damage with the fists. Superman jab. John shoots for a takedown. Owen denies it. Great takedown defense by Owen Valancourt in this fight. Side control now. Great elbow on the ground by Owen Valancourt. Ooh, interesting decision. I don't know if I agree with it. Owen gets the full mount position and then decides to stand up. And John gets the double leg takedown. That's a freebie for John. Interesting decision there by Owen. I don't know what that was about. Owen needs to make sure that while he's grabbing the head of John, that a thumb doesn't slip into John's eye. We don't want an eye poke. And Owen gets up. Great defense on the ground as a ducking roundhouse just misses landing clean. Good right hook from John as he steps back to avoid any punishment. Knee to the face. Ooh, double flying knee just misses. Another great takedown defense by Owen Valancourt. 30 seconds remain in round number 2. A really interesting round. This one might be the closest, it was probably the closest round so far of any fight.
Right.
I would probably give the nod to John. Actually,
Last round, guys. You ready?
I don't know. Maybe Owen, because he did get John to the ground. I would give it to Owen. He got John to the ground. He knocked him down, had him up against the cage, and almost ended the fight. Although Owen did get rocked twice with kicks, so could be interesting. Overhand just misses. John does a good job covering up. Dan Mergliata stands off to the side and watches them go at it. John shoots for a single leg, and Owen gets himself out of it once again. Owen's landing in much bigger volume than Jordan is this fight. Good uppercut. Nice combinations from Owen as he's looking to advance and finish the fight. Owen wants redemption. He knows he's good enough to be in the title picture. Great job slipping shots by Owen, as once again he denies a takedown, but it looked more or less that John just decided to give up on it. John's stamina is low. Owen's is pretty good for a third round fight where these two are just throwing at each other. Oh, big overhand lands and a nice right hook to follow with it. Big grunt from Owen as he throws the body kick. Oh, big shot from Owen. Valancourt puts John on the ground. Big ground and pound as John tries to pull him down to avoid any further punishment. Owen denies head control, as that could be dangerous. John has been known to pull off A crazy guillotine. Big elbow. Big elbow again. Owen trying to gain some stamina back, but both of them are really low. Owen denies head control again. Good shots to the body from up top. And John does get head control, and he reverses Owen. A minute left in the fight as Owen smartly, I don't know if that's a word, but whatever, as he intelligently gets John in his guard. He needs to keep him there the rest of the fight. As John advances into half guard right when I say that. And then he right back into the full guard. 20 seconds left in round number 3. Given that Owen can finish the fight, it looks pretty clear that Owen will give himself a unanimous decision nod. And now we'll go to the judges and see if Owen Valancourt did enough to get himself back into the win column. Good combination there from the southpaw. Another nice combination that dropped John against the cage. If that landed, that could have been illegal, I believe. Soccer kick. And another shot, straight left hand that absolutely sent John running to the floor. If Owen acted quicker, he might have ended the fight there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bruce
after
Buffer.
3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, El Terrible.
And Owen El Terrible Valancourt gets back in the win column as he starts off the new fight night 1-0. I almost said 2-0, but that's just not true. 1-0 now, as Owen looks to advance and do some damage in this tournament, as he will face the winner of me versus Matt.
You think you got it, we got it too. Only difference is my cloud is too massive. We active when actors get
Right into the next fight. Mike King versus Matt Marini. Another fan favorite fight that might have even headlined a couple old fight nights. But nonetheless will headline the very first brand new fight night. Mike in the red corner in his classic white shorts. Matt chooses the full cut Muay Thai black shorts. Well, he didn't really choose it as a question mark kick. Just misses. This is a pretty good matchup. Both fighters pretty good strikers. Although the advantage is definitely for me on the ground. Yves Levine looking on from outside the center of the octagon as I try to shoot for a takedown, but it doesn't quite work. Alright, I'm just going to start talking in the third person because I can't keep saying I am doing all these things because I'm really not. Matt lets Mike stand. Mike King, known for having a really tough chin and known for having great heart. Something Matt was also very good at. He has a great chin as well. Another spinning back fist. Double jab from Marini. Big combination. Big Stockton slap. He shoots for the takedown and gets the double leg. In Matt's guard now. Mike looking to do some damage. No head control for Matt as Mike shrugs it off. Already bleeding. It looks like Matt is cut, I believe, maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. I think Matt's cut. And he gets his back. Matt is cut on the nose, it looks like. Blood is spewing everywhere. This might get a little out of control if it continues to bleed at this rate. Good shot right there. May have opened up a cut of his own on Mike.
Come on, bro. Keep those hands up for me. 60 seconds.
Lots of blood for the first round.
The other ground for me. Stay busy.
On a relatively small cut, as a big spinning back fist lands. Doesn't do much. Good job feinting on the Superman as Matt throws 2 ill-advised shots. Oh, big overhand lands for Marini. 30 seconds left in the first. Can he do anything? King denied a takedown. Some more blood splats across the canvas. And the two fighters will wait out the round.
You ready? You ready?
I would give the nod to Matt. Both fighters showing exceptional gas tanks as a front kick lands. Marini is landing in volume, something that King used to be able to do very well, but getting used to a new tournament, maybe hasn't gotten into that rhythm yet. Good way to bob and weave. Oh, good front kick from the cage. Way to use the length. It's good head movement as well. A nice takedown too. Let's see if he can do anything. Big elbow from the ground. Starts working the body from up top. King really needs to make sure that Marini doesn't get too much control of him, but other than that, King has the advantage in just about every position on the ground. And he gets into half guard right as his corner asks him to. Nice little hammer fist. And back into Matt's guard. Head control is once again denied. Hammer fist as blood flies. And Mike allows Matt up. Nice shot from King there. 2 minutes left. The ducking roundhouse lands. King looks like a changed man in this round. As another nice double leg takedown is successful. Mike is covered in Matt's blood as his trademarked white shorts is just painted red right now. Good spinning back fist. Mike hasn't stunned Matt yet, but he's landed in a lot of volume in this second round. Right as I say so! Big front kick lands, and Marini's on the ground. Into half guard now. 40 seconds remain in round number 2, and he's into full mount. This could be dangerous, but there's little time left to work with. Into half guard. And Matt takes Mike's back and gets Matt into full guard for the final 5 seconds as they stand up and decide to wait out the rest of the round.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
Good shots from each fighter right out the gate of the beginning of the third round. Nice combination there. Good side kick from Marini. Another nice body shot. Oh, big overhand! Great combination! Puts Matt on the canvas again. It looked clear in the first round that Matt had the advantage in this fight, as he did stun King. And Matt with some great takedown defense there. Good shots from the top. Mike's ability to slip shots is just opening up so many opportunities for him to land. And with the fact that Mike's chin is basically made of diamond, And right as I say that, Mike gets wobbled. This could be a really close third round. I wouldn't score the last round to 10-8, so this is for all the marbles in my opinion. This last round is for everything. Both fighters have a knockdown. Or not a knockdown, both fighters have a health event. Or maybe I do, I don't remember. Halfway through the last round.
Move and relax for me.
Both fighters try to catch their breath, and King is stunned again. And an uppercut of his own stuns Marini. Both fighters are pouring everything they have into these final 2 minutes. Big spinning back fist gets King spattered. Spewing out nonsense at this point. This is exciting. Nice kick as Mike ducks into it. Lot of swelling on each fighter's face. The hospital bill after these fighters are finished might be a little high. 1 minute remaining in the final round. So far, this seems to be the most competitive fight of the night, or not the night, but of the fight night so far, as another double leg takedown lands. 30 seconds remain. Oh, and Matt might get in. A really late guillotine. Will he have enough time, though? Mike might get saved by the bell. And Mike gets out anyways. Great job to get that big head out of those arms. This is going to be an interesting decision here. Both fighters poured everything they had into this fight. Very well could be a fight of the night candidate. The replays don't mean anything, so we will go to Bruce Buffer. King believes he's won.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards
We'll
for
see.
decision.
Marini with his fist
Judge
also
1
in
scores
the
this
air.
contest, 29-28, Magic Man. Judge 2 scores it, 29-28, King. And Judge 3 scores it, 29-28, for the winner by split decision,
Wow.
King!
That's not what I had, but okay. I had Marini winning by split decision, but alright. Well, anyways, that was a rare split decision in Prime Fight Night. Well, that was a great fight. Props to Matt. Me and him usually throw down. We proved that logic once again. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And now, the semifinals as Ben Billings takes on Ryan McDonald. These two had some beef at one point. I don't remember the whole story, but all I know is that some people were muted and some things were said. They're past it now. Former champion against former champion. This should be a good one. They touch gloves to show respect. I don't know why Ben looks like he's so much taller than Ryan. That kind of looks stupid. I don't know. Maybe I put Ryan's height down too far. We'll see. I'm going to put it at 5'11". Into the clinch now.
Stay busy in there. Elbows, knees, elbows.
Ben, an expert on the ground, the most skilled on the ground, as he's in the clinch with the Muay Thai and gets Ryan staggered a little with a nice shot. What I was going to say was Ben is the expert on the ground with the best jiu-jitsu out of anybody in the roster. Ryan with a big haymaker there as he gets a takedown. But Ryan has brute strength. Will that be enough to fend off Ben? We'll have to find out. He's in his full guard, his half guard rather. And he's landing a couple shots from the top. Ryan trying to get up. Ben won't let him. 2 minutes have passed by so far in round number 1. half guard posturing up. Ryan needs to pull him down to his chest. Very interesting transitions. Oh, Ben going for an armbar. Wow, this could be another first round finish. And it is! Ryan taps! Wow, Ben is steamrolling people as he gets out of that fight with nothing but a small scrap on his eyebrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 39 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Prime Time.
As Primetime Ben Billings wins another fight via sub. This one, an armbar. Depends on what happens in the finals, but I don't know. Ben might need a nerf on the subs. He's mowing through everybody right now. And here we go. A fight that hasn't been seen in a long time, and if it ever happened, I'm not sure, but Owen Valancourt versus Mike King. Big lips versus 4 eyes, even though he only has 2 because I didn't want to tattoo his face. Big head kick to start off. Big size difference as Owen has height advantage clearly. King with the speed and agility. Both fighters excel at striking and work on the ground. Owen gets out of the way of the slap. This should be another great fight. Both are pretty all-around fighters. Mike shoots for a takedown. Owen denies it. He has his back. He gets up. Big overhand. Fighters catching their breath. Ducking roundhouse. A little too close there for a front kick. And the double leg takedown doesn't work. As we saw at UFC 251 with Volkanovski and Max Holloway, although controversial decision, Volkanovski also won the first fight, so he is smaller. I think he is 5'6", and Max Holloway is 5'11", I believe. So a height difference may not be the biggest deal. Because in MMA, anything can happen as Owen checks a nice kick. Uppercut misses. Fairly active first round for both fighters. And Mike finally gets the takedown that he needed. Interesting thing to watch out for is the amount of takedowns Mike King is looking to throw for, or shoot for rather, because of the lack of attempts in the old Fight Night. Nice leg kick. Superman punch. Quick combinations from each fighter. Ooh, almost looked like a groin tap. Mike goes for something with the ankle. Oh my goodness, what a shot from Owen Valancourt sends Mike stumbling onto his ass. That will definitely have him win the first round. What a punch. I hope that was a punch. I literally looked away for 1 second and I just heard a ill-advised haymaker there.
You ready?
As Owen had an opening but couldn't land. The end of the first round. Oh, big axe kick right off the beginning of the second round. Oh my goodness. Owen is starting to take over this fight as King gets staggered again. Oh my goodness! Great combination from Owen Valancourt. Owen's corner calling for a finish, as he believes that King's defense is no match for the ability of Owen's hands. Mike King shoots for a desperation takedown and gets it. Owen's corner calling out that Mike King is leaving his right hand down, leaving a left hook wide open. Something that one of my favorite fighters, Cody Garbrandt, is notorious for doing, and the reason why he was knocked out against Dillashawn Munoz is that he keeps his right hand down, left hand down by his side. Or, no, I believe it was his right hand. They were exchanging lefts, and Cody leaves his right hand down and doesn't leave it up at his head, and just he leaves his chin exposed. So great call out by the corner. As you can see, Anik and Rogan looking on, although we are not listening to them because I'm way better. Good job for King to slip those punches. Both men are a little bruised up and a little bloody, as well as Mike catches Owen's kick and throws him down. Great awareness there from the Forest Trail native. Owen slips his leg out of a single leg takedown. Nice front kick. Once again, if this was any other fighter, Owen would probably already have the finish. But Mike King's rock hard chin is just too much for some fighters. Although Owen is starting to dismantle it as he denies another takedown. Both fighters will wait
Last round, guys.
for the clock to expire.
Let's go fight.
Third round begins. Both fighters don't touch gloves. Looked like Owen wanted to. I don't know why King didn't want to. Kind of a dick move. Both fighters exchange overhands at the same time. They just miss each other. Oh, big kick from King. Owen is really hurt here. It's taking a little while for him to recover. Ooh, and Owen does a good job to fend off that takedown attempt. King staggers Owen twice in that sequence. Might be what he needs to possibly get a stop, because it looks like he's down on the scorecards as of right now. Both men land kicks. Owen checks that kick. Oh, good kick. Oh, big shot to the body. Owen's body is not in good shape right now, but it did recover fairly well. Don't know why the cage is being so loud, but regardless, the two are in the clinch up against it. King has him in the Muay Thai. Shoots for some body shots. Big knee to the body. I mean the face. I don't know why I said the body. Owen's getting staggered this round. Another front kick to the head. Oh, big shot to the head, and Owen is flat. I don't know why King didn't jump on him. A very entertaining third round here, as this could very well be a 10-8. Another big shot from King. His old nickname, the Comeback Kid, after his very first Hail Mary sub. And another staggering shot. Owen is really hurt now. 40 seconds left. Can King get it done before the scorecards? Owen is exhausted. His hands are down at his waist. 20 seconds remain. Both fighters staring at each other. Big jab! Owen's out! A walk-off KO for someone who was probably going to lose the fight! Mike King with 10 seconds left! What an incredible finish! Another great fight! Great combination! The third round was a complete domination. The only thing I can relate that to is when Brandon and I fought back in the old fight night and I got like 50-43'd by him. What an amazing fight. Pretty competitive up until the end of the third. What a crazy finish. Big props to Owen Valancourt. He was really putting a beating on me. Really unlucky. If he lasted 10 more seconds, he might have won on the scorecard, but it also could have been a draw. It depends on how you score it. And depending on the UFC 3 judges, I don't know, they're very sensitive. They probably might give that a 10-8 round, but if they don't, Owen has the nod. And if they don't or if they do score it a 10-8, then that's a draw. But an insane walk-off KO nonetheless, as Mike King advances to the finals. Yes, you heard that right. Mike King advances to the finals. This is what I'm going to do. I can't name all the names that try to clone me. It's dirty money, help me see the devil. So did it that, no they ain't forever. My trials and tribulations playing out on blogs. Spent 300,000. I need to find a way. Can I do combined? Electric tables in the back of me for let me on. He been 4-4 and all year I put the rollie on. I don't know, I'm kind of new to this, so they parade in the streets, you gotta keep the drum. Say the prayer for my young, no he done. The murder rate going up. I done ran this check up. Get hit up from the neck up. Yeah. The gold yard looking like a graveyard. Murder money, I'm in love with murder money. The other way around, but whatever. Turn into my enemy. My money and fame change, then it's enemy. All my hard work and lonely nights, no sympathy. Wanna send a hit, but too far in the industry. I feel your energy, I know you envy me. They rep the game, now I kinda wanna swap them, but that's okay. I'm trying to love you without doubt and scream infinity. When these billions on my mind, it's hard to be cohesive. Getting that A-Rod money like I hit the needle. Keep a Spanish mama seated like a fountain leader. We'll go back to the Bell Center. Championship fight. The belt will be displayed for the first time. And just like the last fight night, Christian will enter the mix next time, as he is in the Cape right now, so I'm not going to make his fighter, because he's technically not even here. An interesting sight here, as we get to see the walkouts for the first time tonight. Ben Billings walking out of the tunnel, feeling pumped, gets himself back into the title picture. As you can see, excellent submissions as that was on display in the very first two fights for him tonight. Ben is all excited to bring that belt back. Here we go, Mike King, who had a history of losing, just won 2 fights in a row for the first time in his career in the biggest stage, and now has a chance to bring home UFC gold. King prays for some reason, I don't know why. He's not religious at all, but that's okay as he enters the octagon with the whiteboard shorts. Might switch back to the Vale Tudo though, the tight ones. As we get to see the tail of the tape for this championship fight, Ben is 3 inches taller, weighs 1 extra pound, and has a 3-inch reach advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Buffer.
This is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Levine.
Yves Levine in charge of the fight tonight.
Now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here
My goodness,
tonight.
it's like talking into my ear now.
5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 136
back to normal.
pounds. Fighting out of Bridgewater, Massachusetts, USA, presenting the challenger, Prime Time.
You can tell which ones are audio recordings and which ones are pulled from actual fights.
And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Bridgewater, Massachusetts, USA, presenting the reigning, defending.
I didn't mean to give myself the red corner. I didn't even see Ben's name at first. I just wanted to see if mine was there. But whatever, it doesn't really mean anything. So.
King.
Oh, what a pussy way to say that. Like, whatever.
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch glove, do it now. Go back to your corner.
And they touch gloves as there is definitely no bad blood between the two. They've been playing TIFF together for about 2 years now.
Ready? Fight!
Wow, that's really awkward. I gave myself Ben by accident. Just gonna do that real quick. That's really awkward. It's okay, he only landed like 2 jabs or whatever it was, 2 little tiny shots. From the side, kind of looks like Ben. Ben kind of looks like Nick Diaz. This is a really interesting fight. Ben shoots for a takedown. This could be really dangerous for Mike. Ben is insanely talented on the ground. And a crazy reversal and roll for Mike King. Wow. Now Ben has my back. And pulls me down and is in full guard. Ben's ground and pound is not exactly something to be terrified of. but Mike does arm trap him and nothing happens out of it. Mike just needs to be able to stay on the feet and trade, as this is what happened last time the two fought. King was able to get the knockout, which is saying something to Ben's stand-up game, considering that for some reason my stand-up game, well, not for some reason, it's because I just my ability of height and weight and all that, but my stand-up wasn't that good compared to others in the last fight night. So Mike needs to keep the fight on the feet if he wants a chance to win. Good reversal. The two are showing off. Great work on the ground. King's fingers are being jammed into Ben's body. Great graphics there by the UFC 3 team. King reverses but gets blocked. Surprised that Ben hasn't tried a little harder for a rear naked choke there. Pretty uneventful first round as a couple shots land there. Good work on the ground though from the two fighters as Ben has him inside saddle, and now a couple shots. Or one shot.
Don't allow him to hold you down. Keep moving. Keep moving.
30 seconds left in the first round of the first 5-round fight, and only 5-round fight of the tournament.
10 seconds. Let's go, baby. 10 seconds.
I do realize that I'm probably not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do this for all of the title fights, because what if Ryan McDonald and me, or Ryan McDonald and Brandon are fighting, because Ryan's not going to be in the lightweight class, and I'm not going to be in the heavyweight class, or the light heavyweight, whatever the thing is for the combined classes. But I do have to take a shit, so I will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Oh, what's happening?
All right. Hey,
Oh, it's a replay. That's awkward.
Give me some water. Give me some water. And listen. Our game plan is working. He can't handle your boxing. He's not.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
This is it.
Sorry, I just ran to get a water, but I don't really know what happened, but it looks like I just got rocked or something. Or a big shot landed on me, maybe, I'm not sure. Looks like I've landed more strikes. This is where King needs to be. He needs to make, oh, big axe kick there from Ben. Billings has the stamina advantage, which is an interesting thing. Ooh. Kick to the leg, trips up Ben, gets him to the ground. Just needs to be able to exactly do that. That's how King wins this fight. Any other way this fight goes... Oh, King wants to take Ben down. May not be the smartest move, but we'll see. Good reversal. Two were just kind of making love right there. Not really sure what was happening. Ben misses another shot. Like trying to flip him over, but I guess he just can't. Good shot from the ground.
Get out! Get out of there! Get out of there! Get out of there! Cover up! Protect yourself and get out of there! Keep your hands up! Use the up kick on him! You're
Good
good!
takedown for Ben.
Move! You gotta move! Move! Listen to my voice! You gotta move! Cover up!
King landing some shots from the bottom may not be the smartest idea. That will drain some stamina. Ben advances into half guard. Both men showing off class jiu-jitsu.
Clinch! Clinch! Watch yourself! Watch yourself! Hands up! Hands up! Move! Hands up! Move! Listen, you gotta control the hands. Get out of there! Get out of there! Watch yourself! Watch yourself!
Good shots from Ben as he misses another shot.
Get out of there! Get out of there! Cover up! Protect yourself and get out of there! Move! Move! You gotta move!
Nice
Move.
hammer
Listen to my
fists.
voice. You gotta move! Cover up! Cover up! Cover up! Keep moving! Cover up! Watch yourself! Watch yourself! Hands up! Hands up! Recover! Recover!
30 seconds left in the second round.
Get out of there! Get out
Ben
of there.
looking
Watch
maybe
yourself.
for a finish here. Trying to get positioning.
Move! Up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
Trying to get in the crucifix maybe.
Get out of there! Get out of there! Cover up! Protect yourself and get out of there! Defense!
5 seconds left in the inverted triangle. Inverted triangle attempt. The two seem to have a little bit of bad blood as the round ends. King appeared to have been dropped by Ben, who for some reason is just teeing off. Another look at it. Nice, beautiful left hook there.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
Work the game plan, baby. Work the game plan. Here we go. Stay tight. Work the game plan. Keep moving. You're okay. You're okay.
Mike looking for a little bit of breathing room on the scorecards. Oh, nice spinning back fist. It would appear that Ben has the advantage through 2 rounds. Great kick there. King landing in volume though, as he is still up on the striking, as he defends the takedown there, and he gets the football tackle takedown. Ooh, Ben going for the heel, or the ankle. Nothing out of it. Full mount now for Ben. This could be dangerous. Arm trap for King. Trying to get up, but doesn't have enough stamina. I'm surprised Ben hasn't gone for a guillotine yet, but he easily advances into full guard. 2 great hammer fists.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, scramble and get up. Come on now. You gotta get it back in your guard.
Good ground and pound from Ben Billings as he just shrugs off King's defense.
Escape. Defense. You gotta scramble. You gotta move.
Another arm trap.
Get yourself to
And a
the
good
side.
reversal once again.
Keep working.
Another reversal.
Get your head away from that fence. Get your hand
Good
up.
body
Get your head
shots.
away from the fence.
Elbow to the head. And both fighters get up. Ben definitely got the better of those exchanges on the ground, but on the feet, actually on the feet, he's getting the better of the exchanges as well. As he checks a leg kick.
60 seconds. Steamroller. Nice. That's it. Nice shot.
Front kick misses. 30 seconds left in the third.
Watch the hook. Circle. Watch the kick.
King has been battle tested through the first two fights, although he's not taking damage from previous fights. Hypothetically, he's gone almost the distance in both of his fights prior to this. As the third round concludes, take a look at a couple replays. As a good Superman punch lands. I would say that the third round probably landed for Ben too. Good ground and pound.
Nice job, baby.
Good
Have a seat.
control on the
Listen,
ground.
It's working. That boxing is working. Our stand-up game.
Mike King's corner seeming to think that the boxing is working, although he was dropped by somebody who is not a striker. Nor even has heavy hands, but
You ready?
that's alright. Because we will see how the rest of the fight fares out. Both fighters go for front kicks. The combination there, ooh, could have been interesting. Big roundhouse misses. Ben is a little tired. Do you think it would be the other way around, considering the two fights previous for King? But then again, you know, the damage is not on from previous fights. Just theory. Ben shoots for a single leg. King denies. King wants to stand up and box. Wants to listen to his corner. Good jab, good front kick to get some space. Spinning back fist, one of King's favorite moves. Doesn't land very often though. Oh, big overhand gets Billings stunned. King has no stamina to act on though. And a desperation takedown for Billings works. Great idea. Good hammer fists on the ground. May have opened up a cut. Interesting reversal there. And Ben has King's back and places him firmly on the mat in full mount. As a left hook lands. Side control now, he's in for the Kimura. This is dangerous. This could be it. And new Ben Billings in the fourth round finishes Mike King with a Kimura. Pretty one-sided fight for a majority of it, as King taps out on Ben's big ass. And we will now hear and see the new belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee
Presented.
Keith has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 18 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out. And new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Prime Time.
And with that, the very first UFC on PS4 event has concluded. Ben will look to defend his title. A second title reign will begin, and maybe a brand new era of dominance for Ben Billings. Thank you everybody for tuning in.